Online learning is ending for many kids and summer just beginning. Already, school administrators are trying to figure out what the next school year is going to look like. If kids go back to the physical buildings, and things might not be the way that they were. This morning, Blanca Cobb and I are talking about ways parents can start helping their kids adjust to what a new school year may look like. And Blanca, kids have normal anxiety about a new school year with new classes, teachers, and friends. So how might safety precautions add to their anxiety?
Yeah, Stacy, you're right. Kids are already a little anxious when they go back to school. They're not sure who their teacher's going to be, what friends they might have in their class. But then you add in some safety precautions like a mask. Let's say that your child goes to school and they're going to meet their teacher, but their teacher is behind a mask. That can be a little frightening or a little scary. You think about how much information is conveyed in a facial expression, particularly for young elementary kids when they need that reassurance. What do teachers do? They smile. They'll give that reassurance, but when it's behind a mask, it can be a little frightening for kids. Also, we don't know what the distance is going, or classroom is going to look like, if there's going to be some plexiglass in between kids, or whether the kids are going to have to wear their own mask or 6 feet apart. And then for young kids, because they haven't learned yet, they don't know how to estimate that distance. So they may not be quite 6 feet apart. They could end up being 5 or 4 feet apart, but to them it looks like it's enough distance. So it's not only the regular rules of school, stay in line, make sure you talk in a soft tone of voice, but then you add those safety rules on top of it, particularly for these younger kids. It can be a big juggling act until they get used to it.
Yeah, I just think about kindergartners who are already nervous for school for the first time, and then add on all of this, it's probably going to be a lot. But how can parents help their kids of all ages adjust before school starts?
The big thing is with masks. It's easy when a child is just sitting down and they're like doing work, because you don't worry about the mask falling so much. But have them move around with it for periods of time. Get used to seeing it on other people. Get used to wearing it, walking with it, perhaps skipping or running, because children do get to be very active. And then help them problem solve when the mask starts falling down, but yet they're not supposed to touch their face. What might they do? And then for the younger kids, like when children get hurt, they fall down or they have hurt feelings, a lot of times they'll want to go to their teacher for a reassurance, maybe a pat on the shoulder or some nice comforting words, but they can't reach that distance. Have your child practice what else they might be able to do.
So are there any body language signs that parents can teach kids that would help them?
Yes, it pays attention. Have your kids pay attention to tone of voice and also the eyes. So even when the face is covered, I'm smiling right now, you can see the crinkling in the corner of my eyes, and my eyes actually get a little smaller. You want for your child to be able to recognize smiles through a mask. And also when teachers aren't happy, when they want to get the kids' attention, they might furrow those eyebrows. So you want to make those types of facial expressions so your child can get used to seeing it.
We're definitely going to wait and see how this new way of learning, what it's going to look like in, just a few months. Blanca, thank you so much for that. If you want to continue this conversation with her, maybe you have some questions, you can find her on Facebook. It's Blanca Cobb, body language expert. And we'll be back with more of the Good Morning Show right after this break.